Big update from N8N. They just released full Oracle database integration. I'm Mariana and I wanted to test it immediately. So in this video, I'm going to connect N8N to Oracle, run a few queries, and build a simple automation that checks for data quality issues every morning at 7 a.m. and emails me if something looks off. Let's jump in. I'm using Docker to run both Oracle and N8N locally. If you're new to Docker, you can download Docker desktop from docker.com. Just choose your chip and then follow the setup wizard. Once you've done that, the first step what we're gonna do, we're gonna run this command to start Oracle. I chose Oracle XC because it's free and it's good for testing or working in development. So basically what it does, runs into the background, chooses the which platform, and then uses Oracle port, and then Oracle your database password. Next step is to start N8N in Docker. Now we've done that, we can see both containers are running. Once you have both containers up and running, we'll open N8N in the browser. Basically right click on it, open in the browser, and then you'll be prompted, if that's your first time, you'll be prompted to create an account. Just fill your email, first name, last name, password, and it will get you started. Just keep in mind this account is only on your computer. It's not connected to the N8N cloud. I've already done that previously, and these are my workflows that I worked previously. Now we're just going to create a new workflow. Before we build the workflow, I want to manually test the Oracle connection. Here in the canvas, click the plus button and search for the Oracle database and choose Execute SQL. The first time you use this node, N8N asks you for a credential, so I'll click Create a new credential. Now I'm going to fill in the connection details for my Oracle XC database that's running in Docker. User is system, and the password is the one we set earlier in the Docker command. And the connection string, it's basically the host Oracle default port along with the Oracle service name, which is this connection string. We leave as is the other fields, and now we'll click on save. And as you can see, credential successfully created. Okay. Now let's run a simple query just to confirm the pipeline works. So we'll grab this select statement and run it. Click on execute, and you can see node executed successfully. Perfect. Now N8N can query Oracle. Now we will build the real workflow. Now let's create a customers table so we can test data quality automation. We'll just copy this code and execute the code in here, and table created successfully. Now let's add some sample records, including a few intentional data quality issues, like missing emails, inactive customers, and still records. And we'll execute this query, and as you can see, node executed successfully, and the table now is populated. Now that we've confirmed Oracle is connected and we can run queries successfully, it's time to turn this into real automation. Up until now, N8N did this temporary trigger called execute workflow. That's just for testing. It only runs when click the button, so it's not something we want to production. So let's remove it. Instead, we're going to add the trigger that actually matters. So it's called schedule a trigger. So I'm just gonna leave it as is, except mine we're gonna set at 7 a.m. But you can choose whatever you want. Perfect. Now I'll connect the schedule trigger to our Oracle Execute SQL node. Next, we'll rename this node to check data quality. Then next we'll grab this data quality query and replace it with the existing query. And basically what this means is that every morning at 7 a.m. N8N will connect to Oracle, run this query, and check for data quality issues without me needing to touch anything. So I'll execute the query, and as you could see, the output. And now that the trigger is set, we can continue building the rest of the workflow. Okay, so now that our Oracle query is running successfully, we need to add the logic that decides whether an alert should actually be sent. The Oracle node returns one row for each data quality check we defined. Each row has the issue type and the count. So here's the idea. If any of these counts are greater than 0, that means there's a real problem, and that's when we want this workflow to send an alert. So let's build that logic using an if node. On the canvas, I'll click the plus button to the right of the check data quality node and search for if. Later, I'll rename this node to something clear, for example, has issues. That way, anyone looking at this workflow knows exactly what this decision is doing. Inside the if node, under the conditions, I'm going to switch the first field into expression mode. And here's the exact expression I'm using for this workflow. Basically, what this expression does, it looks at all the rows coming from the Oracle step. It filters down the only ones where count is greater than 0, and it returns how many matching rows there are. So if there are no problems, this returns 0. If there are problems, this returns 1 or more. Now that our if node knows whether there are issues or not, we only want to send an email when the true branch runs. So from the true output of the if node, I'm going to add a Gmail node and search for send a message. In this Gmail node, I've already connected my account using Auth, but you'll have to create a new credential with your email provider. Resource and operation stay the same too. I'll be using my email for this demo. Subject will be data quality issues found, and email type will be text. The message is the most important part of the email body, and I'll switch this message field into the expression mode and paste the expression that builds a readable summary of all issues. So I'll grab this code, and what does this code? It basically looks at all the rows coming into the Gmail node. It filters down to only the ones where count is greater than 0, so only the real issues are included. Then joins everything into one clean summary. Now I will save the node and run the workflow. Then I will give it a second and I'll check my email. And here's the email, a clear subject line and a list of data quality issues that was detected and the affected rows. This means I don't have to log in into Oracle every morning. N8N brings the issue straight to my inbox. All right, that's the full Oracle plus N8N automation, a daily 7 a.m. workflow that connects to Oracle, runs a real data quality check, and sends an email alert the moment something looks off. And this is just the beginning. You can extend this with Slack, Teams, webhooks, dashboards, anything you need. Please let me know if this was helpful. Thanks for watching.